Hello everyone, this is Jordan with Nat One Plays, back with more Scarlet Hollow. If you haven't watched the first 2 episodes, this is episode 3, what are you doing? That provides very important context for what we're doing in the story. But this is Scarlet Hollow. It is another visual novel style choose your own adventure game from the same studio as Slay the Princess. So if you like back when I did Slay the Princess Saturdays, this is the game by the same company. And so far it's really fun. We are headed into chapter 3. There are currently 4 chapters out now. We're waiting for the 5th one, and so we're just gonna keep playing till we can't play no more. A quick recap, we'll go through the recap that it shows in the little animatic once we start up the game. But last episode, I did some research with my new friends in town as to what weird occurrences have been going on in town with other people. And we ended up in an abandoned coal mine, and it went better than expected. Nobody died, but it did not go well. And now I'm dealing with the fallout because my bitch cousin is mad at me, despite the fact that I came here at her request. So let's get right back into it. Load. Okay, start from there. This is the end of episode 2. Episode 3 awaits. I did save my game. And yes, we would always love the recap. Oh, it gives a full recap. We'll just do a recap of episode 2. From now on, you're back at the estate by bedtime. No more impromptu sleepovers. You can't tell me what to do, Tabitha. We also made better friends with Avery, because Avery's cool. Wow, that is some heavy stuff. No wonder Stella seemed distant. I'm gonna keep my ears open for you. The diner is where everyone comes to gossip, so I hear a lot about what goes on around here. I'll let you know if anyone mentions those monsters or anything else strange or unusual. That was the other thing that I should mention in the last episode. We didn't find any more information about the creatures, but we did find out that the things that attacked in the woods in episode 1 are called ditchlings, and they're really freaky looking. Have either of you seen Rosalina around town? I don't want to be a helicopter dad, but she hasn't been answering my texts, and I wanted to make sure she isn't getting into any trouble out there. Hi, Dr. Kelly. We were wondering if it would be okay if Reese could come hang out. We're all adults, and she's having to be like, can Reese come outside to play? I feel bad for him. Nothing strenuous, we promise. Well, we did end up getting trapped in an abandoned mine right after that. Whatever you two have planned is probably beyond what he can manage right now anyways. I am the only person in this town who truly cares about your safety. Don't forget that. Creepy Wayne's still following me, even if it's already too late to stop what's going to happen. I really know what's going to happen. I really want to know what's going to happen. I'm intrigued. You're interrupted by a sudden movement out of the corner of your eye. A girl carrying a bundle of snacks pops through a hole in the fence and disappears over the crest of the hill. She didn't. I guess the old Maxwell place doesn't cut it as a secret hangout spot these days. But the Shaw Mine? That place was shut down like 100 years ago. After a collapse that killed over 100 people. My dad says our house is haunted. Are we gonna go investigate that this episode? I hope so, because I'm intrigued. Kanika is interrupted by a pair of thunderous knocks. Tommy knockers. Wait a second, where'd 3 of you run off to? Are you kidding me? There's something in the darkness before you that is much louder. Though you don't hear it, but you can feel it in your chest, like the deep growl of a predator. Hey, are you alright, Cosmo? Stella reaches for your shoulder, but not before the light from your phone illuminates the chamber. Cosmo, are you alright? Wait, Becca and Alexis are still down there. You can't just leave them here. I know which way they're going. They'll listen to you this time, I promise. Should have listened to me the first time. Your surroundings quake as the mind collapses around you. Tabitha doesn't say a word as the car cuts along the darkened road. She's mad at me. You collapse in Tabitha's dusty guest bed, your head empty of thoughts. After your time in the Shaw mine, you barely even notice the dust. When you close your eyes, you see Rosalina's face twisted with pain, staring up at you with tear-streaked cheeks. Trapped by powers beyond her control, terrified of what her now uncertain future would hold. Okay, time to wake up. Sunshine filters through the dusty windows of the estate as the dull aches of last night's activities throb in and out of focus. Okay, before we get going, I want to check the journal. Haha. Major decisions. This lets us check what, our major shift points of reality are. That's kind of the way that I'm taking it. So woke up in Stella's guest room, let Tabitha kick Stella out of the living room to talk to me. I did tell her not to do that, because that was a bitch move. I told Avery the truth about last night's encounter in the woods, had tea with Avery at the diner, walked with Stella to the mine, spoke to 2 groups of miners, went after the teens without calling Tabitha, went after Becca and Alexis at the cost of Rosalina's safety. Oops. Ooh, that's cool. You managed to survive a second night in the town of Scarlet Hollow. As you pull yourself out of bed, you can feel the soot and grime of the Shaw mine still stuck to your skin. Ew! Take a shower. Oh, but the bathroom's gross. I forgot about that. You step into the guest bathroom and into the shower. The water is hot and, surprisingly enough, clean. Oh, thank God. As steam fills your lungs and soot washes away down the drain, every minute feels like another thread holding this town together starts to unravel. Thoughts of doom consume me. Think about Rosalina's shattered leg, the image of a foot barely attached to her body. Think about Gretchen and Stella's face as she pulled the trigger. Scrub feverishly, trying to escape the memories from your skin as if they're part of the dirt that coats you. Think about Sybil's warning, the worst is yet to come. Think about Wayne and wonder how many times he's watched you unseen. Think about someone special. Think about finally getting out of this hellhole and safe in your own bed. Fair. Okay, I'm always intrigued by the stuff that is specific to the skill that I chose. But I'm still so curious about Wayne. But I'm also afraid that if I think about him, he's going to appear. Turn off the faucet and dry yourself off. Time to start your day. Look out the window. You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. A different you might have been taken away by this view, drifting into fantasies about how you might have tidied it up and enjoyed tea by the fountain. But a lot has happened since you first arrived into town. You turn back to the guest room. Check closet, message group chat, text Stella, text Kanika, check the closet. Oh no! I hate dolls. How long were you going to have slept in this room without realizing you shared the space with that doll? Oh, I hate it. Hopefully it doesn't get up and move around when you're not around. No, don't say that. That means that definitely happens. No, I'm not touching it. Some things are best left untouched. You close the closet behind you. Message the group chat. Morning, how are you guys holding up? Last night was terrible. What's the game plan? Can't wait to Ghost Buzz tonight. I get to meet Reese today! Send a photo of a pained old man. There we go. It'll probably be a bit before you get a response. Text Stella directly. I miss your guest bed. Yeah. Send a photo of it. See, the sending random photos unprovoked is what I do when texting people. That is my greeting. It's usually a meme or something disturbing from my camera roll. Often it's pictures of bad taxidermy. I miss your guest bed, lol. How are you holding up? Send a photo of exhausted Ben Affleck. How are things with Miles? I'm just spamming everybody. You enter the kitchen to find your cousin in the middle of devouring a pint of banana chocolate chunk. She isn't alone. Do you just subsist off of ice cream? Frou-Frou glares at you from her usual spot on the counter as a red-headed woman busies herself trying to tidy as best she can. Is this Janie? You have to imagine that the fresh face in the kitchen is Janie. Tabitha did mention she comes in on Wednesdays to clean. Tabitha's gaze swivels from the woman to you, her glare intensifying. What is wrong with you? Why do you hate me? Hi, you must be Janie. Tabitha mentioned you'd be coming in today. That's right. I'm just here to do a little bit of cleaning. What cleaning Miss Tabitha will let me do at least. Okay. So she's willing to help fix up the place and you just don't let her. Good to know. I could have this place looking brand new, you know? Don't go making any big renovations or moving anything around. I like knowing where my stuff is. Okie dokie. I'm so glad to finally meet you, Cosmo. I mean, I guess I did meet you on Monday when you popped into the diner. Janie? But seeing someone somewhere and meeting them face to face are two completely different things, I suppose. Thanks. All I'm trying to say is that it's wonderful to actually meet you, and I'm so happy part of the family is here to keep Miss Tabitha company with with everything that's... Oh, she is a chatterbox. I love this woman. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Tabitha. Am I being too much again? Tabitha grumbles in acknowledgement. Eat your ice cream and shut the hell up. Oh, are we having ice cream for breakfast? I'll have no sass from you today. I will sass all I want. They apparently had to take that little girl's foot last night. Oh. So I'm under a lot of stress right now, in case you hadn't put that together. And there's no we here. This stuff is way too hard to get a hold of for me to share. I kind of want to steal some of her ice cream. Tabitha takes one last spoonful of ice cream, then discards the empty container, turning to you with her trademark scowl. Let's get going. I've got an errand to run in town, and every time I've left you here alone, something terrible's wound up happening, so you're coming with me. I'm not doing anything. Hold on, you can't just tell me Rosalina's lost a foot and move on like that. Yeah. Take her foot. Jesus, Tabitha, you're not mincing words. I'll meet you outside. Yay, cousin bonding time. Alright, let's go. But I haven't had breakfast yet. You can't just take away my freedom. We're gonna do... yeah. Just because something terrible happened to someone, it doesn't mean that life doesn't go on. Life has to go on. And let me assure you that what happened to that poor girl weighs heavily on my mind. Now shall we go, or would you rather keep bombarding me with guilt for something I had nothing to do with? You run the mine. I think it's partially your fault. I don't need a babysitter. Yes, you do. You and Stella both do, honestly. That's why Kanika's there. Janie, lock up when you leave, please, and don't go rearranging anything. I'll know. As you ready to leave, Janie approaches from the far side of the kitchen. Tabitha remains between the two of you, impatiently tapping her foot. Oh, Cosmo, before you go, I heard about what happened last night. I mean, I heard about it before Miss Tabitha mentioned it just now. And then I heard it again. I just wanted to say I'm sorry you got caught up in that. She's so nice. I'll be praying for Oscar and poor little Rosalina. They're such sweethearts. Couldn't have happened to nicer people. I agree. Why are you being you? Last night was an unavoidable tragedy, but I'm afraid there's more to come. You can't be saying stuff like that, Cosmo. Not to strangers. Don't scare the host. Thanks, last night was a lot. Why do you clean this place? Sorry Tabitha's so mean to you. Have you seen any weird creatures? Do you know about Wayne? Have you seen anyone prowling around the estate? It's been nice meeting you, but I gotta bounce. Okay, we are going to explore. Thanks, last night was a lot. If you ever need to talk to anybody, my husband is the local pastor. He's a gentleman and always willing to lend an ear. He's actually been going a little stir-crazy ever since we moved here, what with nobody really attending sermons. It'd probably do him a lot of good to talk you through your worries. With everything that's been going on lately, having a priest on speed dial seems handy. I'm inclined to that one. Sounds wonderful. Thank you for the offer. I'm not really religious, I'm not Christian, but thank you for the offer. Or the offer. I'd rather not. Having a pastor on speed dial is always handy. Debatable. And my Daniel is a wonderfully talented pastor. Also debatable. You bitch. Enough dawdling, we're leaving. You and Tabitha walk through the doors of the estate into her car. The ride to town is uneventful, your cousin unsurprisingly more focused on the road than in making conversation. Alright, we're just popping into the general store for a few minutes. What are we doing at the general store? I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. After everything that's happened the past 2 days, it's nice to just go on an errand. What are we doing at the general store? Picking up tea from Sybil. You drink tea? Yeah, whatever. I do a lot of stuff you don't know about. I feel like I should be solving a mystery right now. A mystery? What mystery? The events of the last night are pretty cut and dried. Like, come on, it's more believable that the Shaw mine collapsed because of the mysterious, unforeseen forces, or is it more believable that it collapsed because it was a condemned mine that was unsuitable for human beings? People like Stella turn to conspiracy theories and the supernatural because they can't handle the truth, that our world is ruled by the chaotic forces that don't follow any kind of logical pattern. Bad things can happen to good people suddenly and for no reason. You can choose to accept that, or you can live in denial. You and Tabitha turn as the door to the general store bursts open. A flustered Kanika exits, shouting behind her. Fine. Okay, keep coddling him. Keep letting him get away with stuff you never would have let me so much as think about. I'm sick of carrying this family. Oh, poor Kanika. Kanika storms off, the door slowly drifting shut behind her. Ugh, other people and their drama. If more people kept things to themselves, they'd be a lot happier. Well, how's that working out for you? That's very Hemingway of you. It worked out great for all his characters, too. And him. Poor Kanika's really going through it, huh? Yeah, I've never been one for public displays like that. I think it's healthy to express yourself. Good for her, honestly. I'd be losing it if Miles were my brother. Have I ever told you that you scare me? I hope there weren't any customers in there. I kind of want to do that one. Have I ever told you that you scare me? Her laugh is harsh like a gull. Cool. I kind of like that. Let's keep it that way. Stop. Stop that. Come on already. Let's go. I don't have to follow you. The bells of the general store chime as you cross the threshold. The smells of old wood and steamy herbal tea flood your senses, making you feel instantly at home. Good morning, you two. Hope you're doing well after last night's activities. Morning. Is the new blend ready? Of course. Cosmo, if you'd like to keep Miles company, Tabitha and I will just be a minute. Is Kanika okay? Sounds like your daughter's pretty mad at you, Sybil. Can't I go with you? I like the tea room. I'm afraid of Miles. What if he makes fun of me for being old? Can I have some tea? Of course. She just needs time to cool down. Emotions are a little high considering everything that happened yesterday. She'll settle down soon enough. I'm just glad both of my little ones made it out okay. Sybil motions for Tabitha to follow. They both disappear into the tea room, closing the door behind them with the tinkling of bells. Ooh, I'm definitely trying to listen in. You walk up to the door of the tea room and listen in. Subtle. Longer than you'd hoped, but... Sybil pauses, and a moment later you hear footsteps move to the far end of the tea room. If she and Tabitha resume their discussion, their voices are too soft for you to hear. God dang it. It isn't long before the tinkling of bells interrupts your attempted listening session to then announce another patron. Or in this case, 2 other patrons. Well... If it ain't Cosmo, Beau, this is Miss Scarlet's cousin. She was there with Stella the night in the woods. It's a pleasure to meet you, miss. My name's Beau. I'm Duke's boy. I hope you've been faring better since all that unpleasantness. Things have gotten worse. How have you been, hanging in there? If I'm being honest, I'd almost forgotten you exist, Duke. Oh, that's mean. I like Duke. Nice seeing you, Duke. I'll leave you to it. I did hear whispers about what happened up in the mines last night. So sorry to hear about poor little Rosalina. Me too. Scarlet Hollow ain't so safe this week, it would seem. Oh, I can't complain. I miss old Birdie, but there's nothing I can do for her now except protect the rest of my brood. Then things won't so much as step foot on my property. Not with Beau and me watching the perimeter with our shotguns at the ready. We even set up the missus with her pistol. Good thing we was watching. Nearly caught Julius trying to make off with Big Betty. As if he could have carried off a nearly 2,000-pound pumpkin on his own. I'd almost love to see him try. It's not like we'll be taking her to the state fair anyway. Now all she's good for is making the world's largest pumpkin pie. I'd like to see that. I don't think Mama has a tin big enough for a Big Betty-sized pie, Daddy. Who's Julius? Big Betty is a pumpkin? Those things we saw on Monday are called ditchlings, and they're a bad omen. Have you seen any of those creatures around your farm? Nice seeing you, Duke. I'll leave you to it. Okay. Who's Julius? Julius Tremaine. Oh, like the log cabin. He practically spits the name. Didn't she say that Duke was the other side of that schism? Right? Some cousin however many times removed, though I don't claim him as kin. Ooh. He owns the farm next to ours, except he doesn't seem to have a good grasp on whose property is whose. Thinks he owns half our land, always sneaking around taking vegetables we planted. Of course, the way he tells it, we're the ones stealing from him, saying he's the one putting seeds in the ground. He's a miserable old cuss and he knows it. Stealing vegetables born of other folks' hard labor is probably the only joy he has in his life. Look smart, I read about your family's feud in the library. Did you know? Weird bit of local history for someone to decide to write down. I ain't even interesting. Big Betty is a pumpkin? I kind of assumed, because that's... yeah. Those things we saw on Monday are apparently called ditchlings. They're supposed to be a bad omen. Ditchlings? Sounds like some old folktale. Exactly. Suppose that suits him. As for being an omen, I believe that too. But I suppose there's not much to be done if they're forewarning some kind of disaster, besides looking out for me and mine. Still, I appreciate you telling me, Cosmo. Have you seen any of them around your farm? Is a good question. Yeah, we saw a few of those critters. They got scared off before I could start shooting. Nasty little buggers. We've all been losing sleep, making sure that we can keep an eye on things. It's even rubbing off on the hens. None of the little ladies have been laying this week. Oh, they're probably scared out of their wits. You know, Daddy, I bet some big mastiff could keep them things away. This seems just like the kind of job for a guard dog. Now, don't you start again. We ain't getting a dog. They've had this discussion before. I got enough mouths to feed, and as much as you say you'll take responsibility, I know it'd be me cleaning up after it. Besides, I don't have much faith those things could be stopped by a dog. That's fair. We saw what happened to the last one. I saw more than a few in that nest. Nice seeing you, Duke. It's a pleasure running into you, Cosmo. But we best be getting on with our shopping. Can't spend too long away from the farm, what with these little devils running around. Can't leave Mama all by herself up there for very long. Oh, definitely don't do that. You have a good one. Hope Scarlet Hollow treats you better from now on. Well, I got trapped in a mine almost, so... It's nice meeting you, Cosmo. And please tell Miss Scarlet I'm sorry about her mama. Oh, they're so nice. And Tabitha's so mean. They shuffle off into the aisles. Tabitha and Sybil are still in the tea room. Your phone buzzes. Oh my god, hey, I overslept. Still gotta make myself breakfast, meet at the library after, and figure out a plan? Sounds good. Hey again, LOL. If you want to come over for breakfast, I would not hate it. There we go. Then buzzes again. Somebody was busy this morning. Sliding into DMs, are we? If you want to hang out before the library thing, I'm parked at the abandoned lot by the gas station. It's hard to miss. You have plenty of time for dinner before dinner at Reese's house. Go after Kanika, swing by Stella's, check in on Oscar. Go to the diner, see Avery. I have all kinds of friends. This is great. I have all the options now. Can I pick more than one and get all of the town gossip is the question. Check in on Oscar. I kind of do want to check in on Oscar, and then if I have time, swing by Stella's. The library is empty. Only Pixel is here to greet you from the front desk. However, you can hear Oscar's animated voice echoing from deeper in the library. You follow the sound of his voice, navigating through the shelves, making your way to the back of the library. You glimpse him through an open doorway, alone in a back room in the midst of a video call. I hope the food isn't too bad. It's been okay. Rosalina doesn't seem to mind. They keep bringing me Jell-O. I love it here. But Dad, I miss you. When are you coming back? The nurses just need me to make sure your living situation is all squared away. Then I'll come get you, Rosa. Just a few more hours. Hey, is that... Oscar practically jumps out of his skin as he turns to see you. Oh, hey, Cosmo. I didn't hear you come in. Oh my gosh, put her on! I think she wants to talk to you. Sorry about your foot. Oh, sure. Hi, Rosalina. We're gonna do... You saved our lives last night. You're like a hero. I owe you big time. I should bake you a cake. Oh, baby, no, just get better. Oscar turns to whisper to you. She's on a lot of pain meds right now. She's been talking about baking you a cake all morning. Oh, she's so sweet. But for real, thank you so much for coming back for us. I don't even want to think about what would have happened without you there. Dang, doctor stole my foot, but don't worry, I'm gonna get it back. I've always wondered, in cases like that, if you ask nicely enough, will doctors let you keep the foot? because I know this is completely different, but whenever I got my wisdom teeth taken out, I specifically asked the doctor if I could keep the teeth, and he looked at me like I was really weird, which it may have been really weird, but they're my teeth. And so in this situation, if it's your foot, I feel like you should be able to do whatever you want with it, right? That's my foot. They can't just take my foot. See, she gets it. Take care of her for me, okay, Alexis? I'm gonna be back in just a few hours. Rosa, be good while I'm gone and get some rest. I don't want to go home. They give me unlimited Jell-O. It's great here. I can't leave till they give me my foot back. I'll make sure to stock up on Jell-O. I love you, Rosa. Bye, Mr. Gutierrez. Oscar sighs as he hangs up the phone before looking at you with a tired smile. Hey, Cosmo, you're here early. Anything I can help you with? Are you asking if I need help? You're the one going through it right now. That's true. I guess it's a force of habit. Asking people if they need help, that is. Let me try again. What brings you here, Cosmo? I wanted to check on you. I wanted to talk about your haunting. I'm trying to get to know folks in town. I'd like to ask you a few questions. I feel like he needs a hug. There's this moment where words are meaningless. What can you even say about what happened last night? You step forward and hold Oscar in your arms. He smells like fresh coffee and old paper. Thank you, that was nice. If you want to stick around for a bit, I wouldn't mind some company while I get the room together. I was hoping that I'd be able to deal with our ghost problem before Rosa was discharged, but they apparently need her out of there today. I suppose it gives me something to do to feel useful, but this isn't the place for a child, and especially not one still recovering from a traumatic injury. Why are they discharging her so soon? That's a good question. I thought it was odd too. It doesn't seem right, not after that kind of trauma she went through. But it sounds like there was some big crash last night. They need the beds, and supposedly there's not a lot they're doing for her at this point that can't be done here. It's not what I would have done, but I hope they're right. What? You say bus crash? That's all I know. There was some big accident north of here. It's pushing the local hospitals to capacity. What a week. Yikes. All the more reason to get to the bottom of your ghost problem tonight. Exactly. The most important part of her recovery is providing her with a safe, comfortable environment, which I should have been doing in the first place. But better late than never. Yes, of course, the haunting. Oscar gets a distant look in his eye. It started with the floor bleeding in Rosalina's room. Oh my god, so it's not just like we heard a noise in the wall. It could be either a ghost or possibly a mouse. What the hell? And before you say anything, it wasn't rusty water and it wasn't wine. It was blood. AB negative, actually. I couldn't believe it was happening, so I ordered a kit online to test the stuff. And then I started seeing the figure. I could never get a good look at it, but I knew when it was there. There was just a feeling I'd get. Like someone was about to stab me in the back, and I'd turn around and see a flash of someone leaving the room. Just enough that I knew there had been someone there. Just thinking about it makes me want to hide under the covers. Oscar pushes a Oscar pauses, lost in dark recollections. The clearest look I ever got was one night when I was coming back to the house after doing some reshelving. I saw it, plain as day, standing in her doorway, silhouetted like there was light shining behind it. I couldn't make out the face, obscured in shadow as it was. I thought I heard it say something. A name. I couldn't quite make it out. It sounded like a question. Like it was asking if I was that person. Oh god, if this is Wayne. With its head caved in. He paused again before coming back to himself, pushing the memory away. That was the last night we stayed in that house. As soon as that thing disappeared, I got Rosalina out of there, and we've been in the library ever since. As Oscar finishes his tale, you feel a shiver climb up your spine. You can sense that whatever entity he encountered is nearby, as if summoned by the description. Its hateful energy reaching out and butting into your conversation. Your ears perk up, as if listening for that questioning name. Your other senses following suit. How do you know it's a ghost? Could it be a gas leak? Have you considered moving out of the house, out of town? It's here listening to us. I'm gonna go with... It is? Sure. That's right, Spectre, we're ending this. Enjoy your last few hours of unlife. After tonight, you'll never be able to bother me or my daughter ever again. You can feel it. An anger locked away behind a door to the annex, eager to break free. Eager to face you. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Almost forgot it's Mayor Jimmy Day. What is Mayor Jimmy Day? Good excuse to head over to the library. We should check in with Oscar. Meet y'all there. I totally blanked on that. Been having weird foggy morning. Wild that they're still doing the Mayor Jimmy thing even after last night. Do you think news has spread yet? But yeah, we should go see words. But yeah, we should go see Oscar. See y'all soon. As if on cue, you can hear the faint sound of other people in the library, somewhere back towards the entrance. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. It's Mayor Jimmy Day! Whatever that means. With everything that happened last night, it just slipped my mind. They're probably going to start setting up soon. I'm barely decent. After what you went through last night, I don't think you should worry. It's alright to loosen up a little. I don't think it really matters what you wear. It's a little unprofessional. I him silently. I don't think you should worry. People will forgive you for wearing a tank top today of all days. You're right, but I do like to maintain an air of professionalism when I can. I'll just make myself scarce. It's not like I have much interest in seeing the mayor today. I really want to see the dog mayor. Rosalina's gonna be sad she missed him, though. She loves the mayor. I guess it's time to see the dog mayor. People think he's cute, and I'd be lying if I said I didn't agree. But if you want to know my opinion, these little meet and greets are all about publicity, not meeting the public. It improves the image of the town in local social media posts, that sort of thing. Every now and then it'll blow up online and folks will come to visit Scarlet Hollow to catch a glimpse of the mayor. I suppose it doesn't hurt to have the through traffic. I don't want to seem cynical or anything, but it does feel rather calculated. I'll leave you to it. We can catch up later. It's time to meet the mayor. You leave Oscar to his work and make your way to the lobby. It's busier than you've seen it. A small crowd has formed in the corner of the main foyer. Hey, Cosmo. I love her little ghost. That's fun. And all of the clothing in this game is fantastic. Thank God we have something to do this morning. My family's been driving me nuts. Yes, the whole gang's here. I've been waiting to introduce Cosmo to the mayor for like the entire time I've known her. Hold on. I want to see Kanika's whole fit. I love the clothing in this game. I love the Death's Head Hawkmoth shirt. That's so cool. I've never gotten to introduce somebody to the mayor before. It's a dog, Stella. It'll be worth it. Trust us. All right, shall we? Oh my god. Yep, he's a dog. Look at that face. Now I'm really regretting not taking the feat that lets you talk to animals because I really want to have a conversation with the dog mayor. Oh my god. Oh, I love him. Yep, he's a dog. You can tell this dog is the mayor from his little sash and his fancy top hat. There's a regal air about him, almost as if he knows the position of authority he's been elected to. His little hat is so goofy. You haven't met the serious man beside his side, but you have to assume that he's the mayor's handler. He holds out a paw as if to shake your hand. Oh my god. I'm dying. I love this dog. It's lovely to meet you, Mr. Mayor. Oh my god. We're doomed. I knew he'd be a dog. Oh, that's lame. You reach forward to take the mayor's little paw in your hand, but his burly security detail stops you. You are a buzzkill. No paw shaking, only head pats and ear scratches allowed. Isn't he just the cutest? It's the best part of living in Scarlet Hollow, besides the nature. And all my friends and Winnie's biscuits. Oh, and the close-knit small-town community, of course. But having a dog mayor is a close fifth, no contest. Alright, you've had your turn with the mayor, now move along and keep the line going. And by the way, I know you were up in the mine collapse last night. I may be off duty, but I'd be remiss if I didn't let you know that I've got my eyes on you. Why does everybody think I made the mine collapse? Let's hope the rest of your stay in town is a little less conspicuous. You and me both, bud. What are you, a cop? I haven't done anything wrong. Yeah, alright. Lady Liberty may be blinded. Lady Liberty may be blind, but that doesn't mean she doesn't see everything. What the heck? Your big city tricks won't work out here, kids, so watch it. Cosmo, Deputy Franklin is a cop, just in case you didn't know. Stella and Kanika quickly shuffle out of the room ahead of you, leaving you to follow. It looks like everyone else is already talking to Oscar in the next room. Before you can catch up to your companions, you're intercepted by a nervous man with a cross around his neck. I'm assuming this is Janie's husband. It's hard to put a finger on it, but something compels you to dislike him. Oh. I'm Pastor Daniel. I take it you're Cosmo. Everybody's been buzzing around you. Oh, thanks. I'm so sorry about your aunt. I'm sure she's in a better place now. I doubt Pearl Ann's in a better place. It sounds like she was awful. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. I don't believe in an afterlife. Oh, thank God, I've been hoping to find a priest. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Janie mentioned you this morning. I should go. It was nice talking to you. Back off, preacher man. I ain't buying what you're selling. Let's not kid ourselves. We both know Pearl Ann's in hell. Oh, I'm sure she wasn't that bad. Most people are good, deep down inside. It's best not to speak ill of the dead. Hey, do you know anything about ghosts? Ghosts? I've never encountered one myself, but I have heard stories of folks who have been visited by their loved ones from beyond the grave, and it seems like it provides them with a sort of spiritual healing. Like their beloved relatives are watching over them, even in death. Is this about Pearl Ann, or perhaps your mother? Have you been visited by her? No, Oscar's place is haunted. I think we need an exorcism. Dang, I thought you might have some good ghost stories. Oh, no, I mean real ghost stuff. Scary stuff. I think we need an exorcism. Oscar's house is haunted and we're investigating tonight. Oh, like a Scooby-Doo episode or something? I'm afraid I don't buy into that particular notion. It's a bit too spiritualist. You're a priest. Now, if it were a vision of one of his parents trying to contact him from heaven, I would understand that. It isn't. But I simply don't believe in malicious spirits lingering either in heaven or hell, jumping out of the closet to scare us. I'm sure I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for whatever it is he saw. There's blood seeping out of the floor. Real blood. Wait, you believe in some ghosts and not others? What makes you an authority on that? There were ghosts in the mine last night. There have been a lot of supernatural things happening in the few days. Are you calling Oscar a liar? You should come ghost hunting with us tonight then. Prove it's not a haunting. I'll antagonize the preacher. That sounds fun. I do have a degree from one of the top seminaries in the country. I took a whole class on ghosts, so I suppose that does give me a certain authority in this situation. Oh, well, I trust Oscar. Oscar said the floor was bleeding. Does that sound like ghost stuff to you? The floor was bleeding? He gulps again, glancing back towards the annex nervously. That almost sounds like something a demon might do. You should tell Mr. Gutierrez to be careful. So what do we do if it is a demon? Why don't you come ghost hunting with us tonight? Hopefully those tests were wrong and it's just some rusty pipes. I don't necessarily want him with us because I mean, it says, trust my gut, I don't like him. I'm calling his bluff. Tonight? I would, but I promised my daughter we'd watch Veggie Tales. I'm in charge of dinner tonight, so... He gulps again. But of course, let me know if you run into trouble. I'm sure I could come running if it winds up being something serious. In fact, here's my card. He hands you a business card. Call me if you need me. We won't. I'm just gonna stare at him. Don't worry, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I just thought I'd extend the offer in case you need someone to talk to. The church's doors are open if you change your mind. Have a blessed day, Cosmo. The pastor leaves you and joins the line to see the mayor. Nothing to do now but catch up with your companions, unless Tabitha stops me. You find them already talking to Oscar deeper in the library. Hey, Oscar just caught us up on the whole ghost situation. I'm so pumped. It sounds like we could get some actual evidence tonight. Are we sure we want to do this when the sun has gone down? Why wouldn't we just go now, when it's not dark, and I'm less likely to wimp out? I have no idea if we'll even see anything, let alone be able to ghost bust it. I think it only comes out at night. I'd better get going. I managed to make the back room livable, so I'm rushing off to the hospital to get Rosa and Alexis. Thanks for stopping by earlier, Cosmo. It was really good to be able to talk to someone. And thank you for all the volunteering to help me unhaunt my house. You couldn't pay to keep me away from the possibility of seeing a ghost. I'm just glad I could do something to help you and Rosalina after everything that happened last night. I appreciate it. See you all soon. Time to go. So I finally met Pastor Daniel. Yeah. It was only a matter of time until he tried to pull you aside about grief counseling. When my dad died, I had to ban him from the general store for a week. He wouldn't stop leaving these little pamphlets out at the checkout. I don't know where he finds so many. Y'all are right, his vibes are bad. Straight up. That's all I have to really say. Glad you feel the same way. There's just something about the way he's always smiling. It's so creepy. Yes! Yes! So right. The man was grinning through all of my dad's funeral. I'll never forget that. That's just wrong. And I don't mean that stigmatizing mental illness kind of way. There's just this little siren that goes off every time I see him that tells me to get away from him. That's exactly how I would describe it too. Oh, yikes. The whole town feels the same way. Now that I think about it, he must be pretty lonely. He can look for friends somewhere else. I wonder if the pastor's cursed. I felt something odd when he came up to me, and the way everyone dislikes him seems excessive, unnaturally excessive. I know this is weird coming from me, but not everything in town has to be spooky for supernatural reasons. Sometimes people just give off bad vibes. Agreed. We're allowed to dislike him even though he hasn't done anything wrong. That we know of. Should we invite Avery should we invite Avery ghost hunting? Oh, huh. Sure, I guess the more the merrier, right? Maybe there'll be an extra voice of reason. We won't be much help to Oscar if we start jumping all over our own shadows. Cool. I'll text them on the way over to Reese's. I don't want to invite Tabitha. Alright, shall we head out? The three of you leave the library for an early dinner at Reese's. Once again, you find yourself in front of the Kelly residence. A cold hesitation grips you as the building's history looms over you from the hilltop. A refurbished Civil War hospital and tuberculosis clinic would be a strange and difficult place to live in during the best of times. You can only imagine the challenges of living there with severe chronic illness. Though it's only early afternoon, it feels much later, the sun already sinking behind the tall mountains that surround Scarlet Hollow. We're a little early. What if Dr. Kelly yells at us? There's no such thing as early when you're hanging out with friends. That's just extra time you get to spend together. Okay, but what if she yells at us? Oh, hello. It's too late. The door swings open. Hey. Reese. Oh my god, dude, it's been ages. You must be Cosmo, right? I've heard a lot about you. Stella's been relentless about making sure I got all the Cosmo updates. Are they here already? She does not like us. I knew you'd show up early, Stella. And don't say it was to help me cook. But I make an excellent sous chef. Let's just get this over with. The house feels cold. Not only is there an odd chill in the air, but the building itself feels too sterile, uncomfortably tidy to the point where you're nervous to touch anything. If it weren't for the aroma of store-bought dinner rolls baking in the oven and the unsettling artwork hanging on the walls, you'd be half convinced you wandered into a real estate showing. So, how can I lend a hand? By sitting down at the table and not puttering around my kitchen. I made sure everything was done well in advance, so the only thing left are the rolls, which shouldn't be long. Then we can have a quick dinner and you can leave my house and go about your business. But I was kind of hoping to see Reese's new art. We still have time now, right? You aren't seriously considering subjecting your friends to your disaster of a room, are you? It's not that bad. You can still see the floor. Dr. Kelly raises a single questioning eyebrow. I don't mind a little mess. Yeah, I doubt it could be any worse than the way I keep my room. Yes, okay, fine. As long as you stay out of the kitchen, I don't care what you get up to. Cool. We'll just be downstairs. You won't even know we're here. You make your way towards the basement stairs. The basement is what you might expect out of a tortured artist who spends all his time confined in his studio. Discarded canvases line the edges while trash and sketches leak out from their piles in the corners of the room, hiding the bare cement floor. Ghoulish faces coat the walls in paint, sneering out at their creator. Okay, let's hide the text box. Ooh, that is freaky. He's got post-it notes covering the eyes on some of this stuff. Cool, I dig it. Your mom is so scary. She can be a little intense, kind of overprotective, which I guess makes sense. Anyway, make yourselves comfortable. You'll have to forgive the mess. I've been distracted lately, haven't been cleaning up much. Your mom really looks out for you. Kanika's right, your mom is scary. So, has Stella told you about everything that's happened the past couple days? What are you sick with? Ooh, movie collection. Wait, okay, I'm assuming that's all, like, movies. Wanna go ghost hunting? Let me think. Oh, have you heard of Shino-Chi Deathblood? I saw that for the first time recently. It blew me away. Excellent example of both Japanese horror and found footage done right. We can even put it on after dinner if you guys are interested. Damn, I would usually be down for that, but we've got to head over to Oscar's after this. We promised we'd ghost bust his place. He's apparently been dealing with a bad haunting. And I feel like we should really be there for him tonight, considering everything that's happened. He and Rosalina both need our support right now. I'll take a rain check on that movie, though. We could always ditch the movie, sounds good. Yeah, we'll definitely come by for a movie night this week. I'm free tomorrow night, same goes for Cosmo. I should probably work tomorrow, but I can close up early. So you three go way back. Almost to the womb. The school here is a tiny K-12, not exactly a one-room schoolhouse, but not far from it. We're lucky we all got along as much as we did. Some kids weren't able to make any friends their own age. They just happened to be born around the same time as some real jerks and were stuck with them through their whole high school career. Oh, I'm in touch with that. Not that we were free from dealing with jerks, like a certain Scarlet I can name. Okay, she was a little rough around the edges, but she was pretty friendly when you got past that. Maybe to you. The way she used to look at me, you'd think I rolled in something foul every morning before school. Same here, though to be fair, the feeling was more mutual between us. She deserved it, though. I want to know more about that. Your art. Each piece exudes a sickening miasma. It's like you can feel something squirming behind the paint, the brushstrokes acting as steel bars, trapping some anguish being within. I feel the emotions you put into this. Real Goya Black period vibes with a healthy dose of Beksinski? Maybe. It's exquisite, it's grotesque, it's emo. They're writhing just behind the paint, radiating pain and anguish. I know what you mean, I feel it too. When I'm working on them, it's like I'm channeling whatever's plaguing me into the paint, and when they're done, I feel like I've emptied it out. All the vile things inside me have been sealed away in the canvas. That's why I make so many of them. Sometimes when I return to a piece, it's almost like I'm offering an invitation for those feelings to slither back under my skin. There are some pieces I can't even look at. I hide them until I forget they exist. I'd rather not let those particular feelings back in. Sounds kind of like therapy? That seems healthy. Probably. Yeah, art therapy. Sounds like it does you good. Being empty must be better than being full of bad thoughts, right? I think so. It works for me, at least. I want to know... I really want to pry, but I don't want to pry because that's rude. Thanks, but I've been dealing with this for a while, so you don't have to feel sorry for me. I've come to terms with the way the rest of my life is going to be. You're so macabre, Reese. You make it sound like you've been sentenced to death. Oh, it's bad, isn't it? You haven't, right? Not exactly. No one really knows what's wrong with me, but it's been getting worse. I can barely keep food down. My skin always itches like there are worms crawling underneath it. I could live for a long time or a short time. No one's sure. But I'm definitely not going to get better. Whatever time I have left is going to be miserable. So I've done my mourning. My best years are behind me, my future is unknowable, but one day I'll wind up in a pine box just like everybody else, and I'm okay with that. Damn, Reese, I may be goth, but that's some real nihilistic shit. We'll make sure to come by more often from here on out. Friendship heals all wounds, right? Thanks, guys, but you really shouldn't worry about me. I have my art, I'm doing fine, really. Surely there must be something the doctors can do for you. True, well, I'll join the worms one day. We've got to make the best of what we've got. What's your diagnosis? He just said that the doctors don't know. See, Cosmo gets me. Stella, maybe it was a mistake to get these two together. Want to come ghost hunting? Oh, wow, do you think you'd be down for that? We'd love to have you. That would be so amazing. But I haven't had the best luck leaving the house lately. Even just walking to town is enough to put me in bed for a week. It sucks. But make sure you bring your camera, Stella. I want to see everything that happens. You need someone to pose for your paintings this week. That's so kind of you to offer. If you're okay with hanging out in weird hours, I'd love for you to come by and sit for me. It's been a long time since I was able to draw anyone but myself. I'd really appreciate the company. Hell yeah. I feel like that's a given. The mom thing is... I feel like she used to be less scary, but maybe I was oblivious as a teen. Speak for yourself. It's possible she's gotten a bit of an edge lately. I think my condition has been stressing her out a lot. It used to be something she thought she could fix, but I think she's kind of accepted that it's just something we have to manage. But even if she is a little harsh, she means well. She's just looking out for me. I know you think you need her, but there are plenty of people out there who'd love to dote on you. It's not the time. I guess it makes sense. She's probably just worried about you and doing her best. She's controlling. She's kind of hot. Are you sure it's not just that I did something wrong and she's never forgotten it and will hold it against me until the day I die? Actually, Kanika, I think she admires you. She says you have a good work ethic and she has a lot of respect for people like that. Really? She said that? Whoa. Then I can't imagine how mean she must be to the people she doesn't like. I think she's actually nicer to them. That's how you know you've really messed up. What about me? Did she say stuff about me? Do you want to know? Well, when you say it like that, no. I'll just keep imagining us as very good friends. Reese's mom shouts from the kitchen. Dinner's on the table. Guess that's it for catching up. Make sure you all wash your hands with soap. Don't want anyone sharing their germs. Sure thing, Doc. Yes, ma'am. I'm allergic to soap and can't wash my hands. You make your way towards the sink, but are stopped in your tracks by the pull of an odd door at the end of the hallway. It feels out of place, like you've accidentally wandered into a different, older house. But more than that, you feel something radiating out from behind it, something dark and cold. You felt this before, in the dusty tunnels you so narrowly escaped last night. An oppressive hum, like a muted scream heard between layers of rock, trying to draw you towards it. You feel lightheaded. You were compelled to approach the door, drawn in as if hypnotized. Something wants you to find it. Open the door, open the door. There are no other options. And something is breathing in my ear. Snap yourself out of it. Ooh, but I kind of want to open the door. Or I could open the door. Before you know it, the doorknob is turning in your hand. Your heart feels full of both deep dread and compulsive need to know what might be on the other side. What do you think you're doing? Well? A dark presence lies beyond this door. Can you feel it? There's something compelling about this door. I'm looking for the bathroom. So you passed by the open door that's clearly a bathroom and went snooping around? Come on, get washed up. Everyone's waiting on you. You won't let her interrupt you. You need to know what's behind the door. She grabs you by the shoulder, yanking you away. You do as she says, cleaning up under the watchful eye, and allowing yourself to be ushered back to the table and away from the door. Dinner is already laid out. The dinner rolls spaghetti and light salad. Kanika anxiously picks at her food, Stella nervously talkative, and Reese is suddenly quiet and tense, his shoulders tight as his mother perches on the chair next to him. Dr. Kelly eyes all of you with a sharp, fierce gaze. She sits opposite you at the far head of the table, her features silhouetted against the light of the setting sun in the window behind her. She's the town doctor. This dinner might be a good opportunity to question her about recent events. Pills. She slides a few tablets towards Reese. He obediently swallows them. This is excellent, Dr. Kelly. The pasta sauce is homemade? No, it's from a jar. I work too many hours to make my own pasta sauce. Well, you have excellent taste in brands, and if you ever want any tips on easy home-cooked pasta sauces, you know No thanks, Stella. I have the internet if I need recipes. Thanks again for having us, Dr. Kelly. We really appreciate it. Have you ever heard of factitious disorder? Of course I have. I went to medical school. What's factitious disorder? Silence falls over the dinner table. It's where someone pretends to be sick or makes themselves sick on purpose or does it to someone else. Great dinner rolls, Dr. Kelly. I didn't make them, I just put them in the oven. The silence returns. Seconds feel drawn out like minutes. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody is making eye contact with anyone else. The danger. The food's really good. Thanks for putting this together, Dr. Kelly. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? What were Stella and Kanika like as kids? You're a doctor. Have you ever seen a dead body? Noisy and messy, like all kids. And they always had those little projects, videos or crafts or animal rescues, whatever it was, that captured their imaginations that week. So like I said, noisy and messy. Didn't we bring a dead squirrel into your house once? Oh god, not the squirrel. I remember that squirrel. Didn't you think the doc would Frankenstein it back to life or something? I was like 12. I was very susceptible to what I saw in media, and very sad about that squirrel. That's one of those things that keeps me up at night. I still feel guilty about bringing that thing into your house, Dr. Kelly. I'm just glad you didn't make it a habit. How well do you know Tabitha? Not very. I know her a lot better if your family didn't seem to be so afraid of doctors. I can count on one hand the number of times she's been in my office. No wonder everybody but that old Edwardine died so young. Hopefully your mother was better about taking you to doctor visits. I wouldn't be surprised if there was something genetic at play. It's much better to catch those things early. I feel like that's gonna start a fight, but I'm really curious. Why didn't you want me poking around the clinic? You seem awfully guarded about me checking out that door. Because it's closed. Doctors don't usually let people wander around their clinics. Of course, Dr. Kelly, we would never. I'm sure Cosmo is just joking, right, Cosmo? You know, I can't say I ever felt drawn to the place before, but the secrecy is starting to make it feel awfully compelling. Stella, don't you think of getting any ideas from Cosmo. No one is playing hide and seek in my private offices. Not today, not ever. Cosmo, she doesn't need any more bad influences. Yeah, but what if it's haunted? This place was built on top of an old Civil War hospital, right? And it was a TB clinic, too. Double haunted! I can't believe I've never went ghost hunting here. Are you sure you don't want us to check it out? We have a whole bunch of extra experience after tonight. It's not haunted. Now drop it. Aside from Reese's mom staring down the table, nobody's wanting to make eye contact. The danger. You're a doctor. Where were you last night when Rosalina got hurt? You see any weird hairless creatures scurrying around the woods at night? Has anyone come in suffering from hallucinations lately? She's not going to tell me. She's going to say that she can't say that. Have you seen any sick animals lately? You know Sam Wayne. Dr. Kelly takes a moment to think. No. Doesn't ring a bell. Someone you know? Someone who's been following Cosmo around. Super mysterious guy. We have a reason to believe he might have caught some kind of weird illness in the mines. He definitely looks like he could use medical help, so please let us know if he shows up or anything. If there's someone harassing you, you should get the police involved. This isn't any of my business. You see any weird hairless creatures scurrying around the woods at night? I don't tend to go wandering in the woods after dark, so no. You don't have to go all the way into the woods. They've been coming to our windows at night. They've been what? There are these things called ditchlings, and they've been preying on local wildlife, and Cosmo and I found a whole nest of them the other night. Oh, I see. They're some of your little cryptozoological creatures. You know, it sounds pretty out there, but I've seen these things in person. We're not messing around. They're out there, laying eggs in animals, doing God knows what else. And here I thought you finally managed to get an even head on your shoulders, Kanika. Wow, shady much? Seems like Stella might be a bad influence on you. I know her little stories can be convincing, but that's only because she's managed to so thoroughly convince herself. She's not making up stories. Neither is Kanika, neither am I. All you have to do is look outside after dark. There have been more every night. They're all pale and doughy, and their faces are like sculptures of humans that didn't set right. I see. You stay up late painting your grisly faces, so you've started to see them everywhere. I'm sure whatever's outside is just raccoons, or... Stop doubting everything I say. Stop trying to rewrite things I tell you to fit what you think should be true. There's weird shit going down in Scarlet Hollow, whether you want to face it or not. The tension at the dinner table reaches a breaking point. Alright, that's enough. Dr. Kelly is interrupted by Reese before she can finish her thought. So, we were talking about maybe watching a movie sometime this week, while Cosmo is still in town. We'll have to see how you're feeling. I can handle a movie, Doc. Yeah, we'll just sit downstairs in the dark. Reese is used to that. I'm sure he'll be okay. You're always overestimating how much you're able to do, Reese. This is why you keep getting sick. If I get sick, so what? It's not like that's ever going to change. I'm sick every day, and I'm not getting better, and I don't want to spend the last few miserable years of my life holed up in the basement alone just because seeing my friends has been deemed too strenuous. I'm an adult, for God's sake. I can't believe I have to ask permission from my mom just to have friends over. Oh, Reese stops mid-sentence, wincing in pain and wrapping himself in his arms. Don't say things like that. I'm doing everything I can to try and fix. Silence as Dr. Kelly's eyes shoot open. Reese? Reese abruptly pulls himself from the table and leaves. Damn it, I knew it. I knew this would be too much. Everyone, get out of my house. Please, just leave us alone. Stop trying to interfere with his life. All it does is hurt him more. But we can't just leave him like this. Now is when he needs his friends the most. No, now is when he needs me the most. I am his doctor and his mother. And probably the one making him sick. I know you care about him. I know that. He knows it too. But all any of you would do is get in the way. So just leave, please. I don't think I don't know something's up here. Don't think we don't know something's up here. He seemed fine before dinner. It always comes in waves, and I can assure you that right now, he's very much not fine. Now leave. three of you are rushed to the door. We'll be back, Reese. I hope you feel better soon. Yikes. Dr. Kelly shuts the door in your faces. The click of the lock signals the end of your dinner at Reese's. I like him. That makes me sad. Factitious disorders. Do you really think Reese's mom is making him sick? If she is, I swear to God. She wouldn't. That's just horrible. Who would do something like that to their own kid, and for so long? No, there's no way y'all are barking up the wrong tree. It seems far-fetched, and it's definitely rare, but I don't think we can rule it out. The door to the clinic felt like it had the same pull on me as the carving in the mines. Do you think something's back there? Another one of those carvings is somewhere in there? I'm certain of it. Okay, that'd be really weird. If we find it, do you think you'd get another vision? I'm just spitballing here, but I wonder if what that carving showed you last night is related to the ditchlings. You're not suggesting we go poking around in there, are you? Of course I am. Maybe tomorrow. I am not breaking into Dr. Kelly's clinic based on a bad vibe Cosmo got. That's fair. Do you think Reese might have a supernatural affliction? There's something seriously wrong with that dynamic. That's probably the understatement of the week. This whole thing is fishy. I'm starting to feel my fear of Dr. Kelly is a little more justified than I thought. She's just overprotective. I'm sure that's all that's going on. And she has every right to be. I mean, the poor guy took 2 bites of food and got sick immediately. I can't imagine what that's like for both of them to go through. Look, I'm just saying maybe there's more to their dynamic than just him being sick. But it's not like there's much we can do about it right now. We could probably go back and forth on this for a while. Let's just get going. The sun is setting, and we wouldn't want to miss a second of ghost action. Stella hurries off down the hill, almost as if to run away from what just happened. You and Kanika follow her down the slowly darkening street. Lit by the orange hues of the setting sun, the library feels different. What was once a quaint building on a small town now stands as an imposing structure, its walls holding something that stares back at you with menace. Maybe Kanika is right. Maybe ghosts aren't real, and the rest of tonight is going to be a pleasant break from the events of the past few days. I don't think so. Yep. But you know that's not the case. There's something old and powerful in here, and you can feel it stir as the sun sets and daylight fades away. Your thoughts jump to the ghost books you've read over the years. So often the ghosts and stories are metaphors for something else. Are real ghosts metaphors too? Just as the exterior was intimidating in the setting sun, the inside of the library is dark, its shadows deep and foreboding. The meet and greet with the mayor ended some time ago, and the throngs of visitors took whatever joy was in this place with them when they left. Hey, Oscar, you back yet? Shh, you can't yell in a library. It's against the rules. It's after hours. Rules only apply before 5 p.m. Now it's our domain. Hey, you're just in time. Rosalina's situated in the back room. Alexis is going to keep her company while we hopefully get this all sorted out. I'd love for her to be able to sleep in her own bed tonight. How's she doing? She's not quite as chipper as she was when she was on stronger meds, but she's still doing surprisingly well. Good. Alexis has been by her side non-stop, and she's been a really good friend. Rosalina and I are both lucky to have her right now. I'm glad she's back home at least, and we'll be able to get her back into her real home in no time. I've come fully loaded. I've got my EMF reader, temperature gauge, spirit box, infrared camera, UV light, video cameras, salt, flashlights for everybody in case the ghost messes with the electricity, parabolic microphone, Sharpies and paper for automatic writing, matches and candles for rituals. Oh, and a Ouija board. I know they're toys and you never know what might come in handy. Wow, this is a lot of ghost hunting stuff for something that was so last minute. Do you just have this stuff ready to go in a bug out bag or something? Of course I do. I actually stashed a couple of bags here overnight after I got back from the mines. Excuse me? I wasn't about to carry everything around all day. This way we can go in light and pop out to grab more stuff once everything starts getting spooky. I may never have found any compelling evidence of ghosts, and that's not for lack of trying. And after last night, I'm more than ready to try again. Hey, hope I'm not too late. Have I missed any creepy paranormal stuff? Avery, glad you could make it. The more pairs of hands we have, the more equipment we can carry. Sure thing. Always happy to offer a hand or two. I hope you aren't taking this as seriously as everybody else. I need someone else to be rational with. Whoa, was that an EMF reader? I've never seen one in person. Look at all this stuff. Spirit box, parabolic microphone. Y'all really covered all your bases. Oh no. Hey, I'm as rational as they come. I'm just not ready to rule out weird paranormal stuff. When people tell me they saw a ghost, who am I to say they didn't? I mean, y'all apparently saw some really unexplainable stuff on Monday, and that mine only collapsing again after 100 years while y'all were in there? I'm just saying, anything seems possible right now. There's something back there. I felt it earlier when I was visiting Oscar. It's even stronger now. This whole town is one big supernatural death trap. Those mines were chock full of ghosts last night. Last night was weird. I don't know what we saw. There's nothing unexplainable about a collapsed mine. Wrong. Whatever weird stuff we saw last night was probably just a gas leak. There could always be a rational, non-supernatural explanation for what I saw last night. Like aliens. Really? This is so exciting. I can't wait to finally see a ghost. Yeah, exciting's a word. As someone here for the thrill of being terrified, it's the word I'm here for. We'll see how you two feel about that once things get started. Yo, don't rush off ghost busting without Zane. No way I was gonna forget your promise, Stella. I forgot he was supposed to come with us. Zane, glad you could make it. I was confronted with my own mortality for the first time yesterday, so I'm desperate for answers about the afterlife to ease my troubled mind. I love this kid. Now let's mess with some ghosts. I hope my house is big enough for 6 ghost hunters at once. If this is everyone, we can go ahead and get started. It's through the back. Follow me. Looks like the sun is almost set. This is when stuff usually starts to kick off. I haven't been back inside for about a week, so I have no idea what to expect. Hey! Oh, her poor foot. You're not doing this without me. If there's a ghost, I want to see it with my own eyes. Sorry, Mr. Gutierrez. I tried to stop her, but she's really convincing. Oh, hi, Zane. What's up? Yo. Rosalina, you're not supposed to be out of bed. Yeah, what the hell? You're seriously injured. Let her come with us. I'm gonna let Oscar handle this. I've done enough resting, and it's not like hobbling around the library is any different from hobbling around our house. I miss being there. I miss feeling home. You shouldn't be hobbling around at all. Just take it easy until you're more healed. I've got to learn to walk around eventually. Might as well start while I'm still on pain meds. And our house is 1 story. It's not like I'm climbing Everest. Oscar sighs. The answer is no, Rosa. You need rest. As if. I can't get any rest in that crappy little back room. I want our house back. I'm coming with you. Crappy? Since when do you use language like that? And we have this taken care of. Nearly half the town is here to help. What are you going to do, old man? You can't stop me. I'm injured, remember? I'm not that old. You better turn around or I'll ground you. Dad, I'm pretty sure I'm as grounded as I can get. And I'm fine. This doesn't even hurt. I don't feel anything. That's the pain meds talking. That's because you're on painkillers, Rosa. That doesn't mean that... But Rosalina ignores him, grimacing, but confident as she hobbles forward on her crutches. Oscar says and does nothing to stop her. Okay. You all cross over the threshold and enter Oscar's living room. Family photos line the walls and stacks of books sit comfortably on the wooden furniture. And there's that feeling again. Like the mines, like the door to the clinic, a dusty, suffocating dizziness feeling. Something in this house, though whether it's a ghost or something worse, you cannot know. You can imagine long winter nights reading by the fireplace without a care in the world. Okay, looks pretty normal for now. But remember, I don't remember that picture being on the floor. But that could be non-supernatural. None of my equipment is picking up anything around the picture. Is that the unicorn tapestry? But I'll set up a camera in case it falls again. Could be important evidence. You might want to save your cameras for Rosalina's room. That's where I've seen the ghost manifest. I wonder if the ghost will even show with this many people around. Wait, is it just me or does it suddenly feel colder? It sure does. I definitely feel that. Same, I've got chills. The temperature gun says it's actually a couple of degrees colder, but that's normal. Rooms and hallways are sometimes colder than other parts of the house. Whoa, a genuine cold spot. I gotta snap a pic for posterity. Is that it? This isn't very scary. Wait, Rosalina, if the ghost words. If the ghost mostly manifests in your room, shouldn't you have seen it? Come on, ghost, let's see some real action. I'm scared, let's just leave. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. Oh, I love the Scooby-Doo reference. Maybe it's just shy. We're wasting our time here. Oscar said the ghost is in Rosalina's room. Great, we found the ghost. Case closed. Good work, team. I've only seen the stain. Dad made me switch rooms with him way before we moved out. I wasn't about to let my daughter sleep in a haunted bedroom. I spent most of my nights on the couch before we set up shop in the library. Even if there is something back there, I'm not scared of it. I'm mad at it. Y'all are so brave. I'd be terrified sleeping somewhere that might have a ghost. Alright, gang, I think we'll cover more ground if we split up and search for clues. No, absolutely not. I think we all know how that would go. Ghost or no, splitting up is always a recipe for disaster. Yeah, you're probably right. If we discover a ghost here, we should all discover it together. That's not exactly the angle I was going for, but okay. Yo, once we find the ghost, how are we gonna get rid of it? Like, how does one bust such a thing? Well, my ghost hunting kit has symbols from every major religion, assorted holy books, a bunch of salt, some jars for ectoplasm. And if worse comes to worst, we can always use the Ouija board to ask politely for it to leave. Aren't Ouija boards super cursed? Are you sure that wouldn't make it mad or invite a demon into the house or something? That sounds like fun to me. We might as well try, right? What's the worst that could happen? We make the ghost mad and it gives us more evidence. Sounds like a win-win. I think I'd rather not take that chance. One ghost is enough to deal with. I don't much like the thought of opening a door for something worse. Wow, you've never been this superstitious, Dad. This ghost has really freaked you out. Okay. Oscar takes a deep breath before continuing. Let's head to Rosalina's room. Follow me. Oh, there was really a stain on the carpet. Whoa. This is where I've seen it. It appears on top of the stain. Weird. I'm not getting anything, not even cold. It's the same temperature as the living room. Nothing on the EMF either. Then your equipment is wrong. The stain is definitely paranormal. I've scrubbed it out too many times to count. It just keeps coming back. It's just a stain, Dad. Can't we cover it back up? I don't mind sleeping in here. Maybe we have to scrub it out first. Could be that paranormal stuff will activate if we give it a reason to. Oh, good idea! If y'all are offering free carpet cleaning, be my guest. The stain is an attempt at expression. There are no words, no decipherable patterns, but you can still feel it. A cry for help from something that has lost its voice. Something's crying out for help. I think y'all are focusing too much on cleaning the stain and not enough on what it's made of, which is blood. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? It's probably just a rusty pipe leaking through the floor. Are you sure you scrubbed it out? Ghost blood. Huh. You might be onto something, Cosmo. I wonder if the blood spells something out on the floor underneath. Have you tried tearing up the carpet? And a house owned by the government? Nope. I'm not messing with their carpets. I'd rather scrub ghost blood out of it every day than have the government take me to court for destroying their property. It could be a good idea. This could be a sign of structural damage. I'm sure the government would rather know about it now than wind up with a bigger problem down the line, right? Only one way to be sure. Stella excitedly starts tugging at the corner of the carpet. Oh dear. You're doing the government a favor, really. We'll cover for you. You don't have to sweat it. Oh. Stella pulls back the carpet, revealing a hatch. The floor around it is stained a reddish brown. What if there isn't a ghost after all? What if someone lives down there? Okay, maybe I don't want to sleep in here. A hatch! Nope, nope, nope. We're going down there, right? We're not going down there, right? A hidden hatch. This is even better than finding a message. But there's no basement in this house. At least we weren't told about a basement. And look, all the red stuff is coming up from underneath. Oh yeah, this is super haunted. Alright, you've got a basement chock full of ghosts. I can just feel it. Still no readings, though. None of the equipment has made a sound. Of course not. Y'all know last month was super rainy. It's clearly been a long time since anyone stepped foot in the basement or crawl space or whatever is under that hatch. There must be a leak that flooded the whole area under the house. And water dissolved the caulk around the edges and leaked through the carpet, and it's red because North Carolina has red-ass dirt. It's that simple. It's not mud, it's blood. Human blood. I tested it. Maybe you tested it wrong? It can't be blood, right? Whatever it is, I need to know what's down there. I need to know what's been under my bed all these years. Yeah, there's an old hatch in the floor and somebody tried to seal it up. We're not leaving until we've explored every nook and cranny. Have you considered that maybe they tried sealing it up because it's unsafe? Uh-oh. Do you think the flooding could have made the house unstable? I'm all in on ghost hunting, but I don't know if I could crawl into another dangerous crevasse. I'm going for it. You come to in Oscar's living room. You can't tell what time it is, and your friends are nowhere in sight. At least physically, this is Oscar's living room. Spiritually and mentally, you've been ripped away to some other place. The building feels colder, and there's something about the air that feels wrong. It's stale with an undercurrent of mold and earth. You feel claustrophobic as though you're in a coffin, each breath depleting what little oxygen is left. Hello? Somebody there? Call somebody. Look for friends in the library. There is no reply. Call Stella. Eddie? You hear something drop violently on the other end, then a dial tone. What? Call Kanika. Eddie? Who's Eddie? The same voice you heard when you called Stella, uttering the same phrase. You once again hear something drop violently on the other end. Then a dial tone. Call Tabitha. I've been looking all over for you. Where did you... What? Why are you saying that? I didn't say anything. Yeah, okay, I get it. Pulling a funny little prank on your poor long-suffering cousin. Playing some creepy old-timey radio clip over the phone. What the hell? Did Kanika put you up to this? Whatever, just come home. I'm sick of chasing after you. The call disconnects. Let's scare the crap out of the pastor. You pull the card Pastor Daniel gave you earlier and dial his number. Hey there. That music sure is creepy. It's me and Tulip's Veggie Tales night. Mind if I ask who's calling? I'm afraid I don't know an Eddie. Who the hell is Eddie? Wait, this isn't Cosmo, is it? You hear a nervous gulp on the other end of the line. What a great prank! You really got me good! Say hi to Miss Tabitha's cousin, Tulip. The call disconnects. That's enough. Whatever just happened was weird, but your friends are probably still in Rosalina's room. You head further into the house. Oh! Something isn't right. It feels like a late summer afternoon. The air is warm and wet, and the scent of flowers drifts on the breeze. What? Movement stirs as a figure cloaked in shadow rises to attention. The lover. Who are you? What are you doing on my property? Holy shit, Stella, you scared me. That's not Stella. Huh? I thought Oscar said the county owned this place. Eddie, it's Charlie. Did you say Eddie? No one's called me that in a long time. It's Edwardine. Oh, okay, so that's a member of my family, isn't it? I'm not a child anymore. Stella, why do I think your name is the lover? Eddie, that's the same name I heard over the phone. Okay, this is definitely a dream. It has been a long time, hasn't it? I wasn't sure I was ever going to come back, but I'm glad I did. It's good to see you. So wait, there's... Why do I think your name is the lover? We're going to go with this mystical. I wish I could say the same. You should have stayed gone, and you absolutely shouldn't have shown up here of all places. If you're caught, I don't think you understand what Father might do. Stella, I'm really scared right now. Very funny. Doesn't even matter what I say. I'm not scared, Father. This was a mistake. Come with me, Eddie. Haven't you always wanted to see the coast? Now's your chance. We can just leave. I can't. It's not that easy for me. My brothers were sent to Normandy. And now I'm the only Scarlet left besides Father's. I have responsibilities, Charlie. Is this Charles Shaw? Stop it. Oh God, Stella, you're dead, right? Tell me you're not dead. Screw your family. Screw my family. Why are we letting choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? You should just get out of town while you still can. Whatever you came back for, it's not worth it. You're right, what I came back for isn't worth it, but you are. I won't leave the Hollow without you. If you change your mind, I'll be around. What? She's gone, along with the shadow in the corner of the room. You're alone again in this strange garden. You move to follow the narrow path through the foliage. As you step forward, a single door, standing solitary in the middle of the garden, appears before you. Enter. You walk up to the door and open it. What the hell? Bells ring as a cacophony rages outside. The door in front of you pulsates as figures unseen bang against it. The shaded figure from the garden sits in the corner, ever so slightly more defined. It has teeth. Oh! That's Rosalina. Junior, pack up your things quickly, hurry. Oh, what the hell? And Alexis. Maybe we should run him out on a rail too, make an example of the whole family. Jesus Christ, how many more times am I gonna get jump scared? You kids should have stayed in the library. I can't believe I'm gonna have to rescue you again. Mama, what's going on? Please, he's only a child. We'll leave peacefully. Just give us a little more time. They were only children too. My boy was in there. Why should I give Junior here all the time in the world to gather his little toys and fancy clothes? My boy didn't have that kind of luxury. Unless you're mistaken, you're seeing the scattered memories of what's left of a life. It's almost like the ghost is trying to communicate with you. I'm going straight for the mystic answer. Mama, what's the man talking about? Why hasn't Daddy come home yet? Don't listen to him, Charlie. Just keep packing. Looks like the others are on their way. Better hurry, boy, or you and your little dolls here might get burned up. Oh! And as for you, lady, what makes you think you're going to be keeping any of those valuables you're packing in that fine suitcase of yours? Your thoughts are pulled to the symbolism in the room. It's possible the spirit is trying as much to communicate with the images as it is with words. There was a goat head back in the garden. There's a lamb here. Maybe they're to mark the passage of time. Mystical. I already know Charles Shaw wasn't responsible for the collapse. You don't have to tell me that. Daddy said when he's not here, I'm the man of the house. So you don't get to push us around, mister. I'll call the police. Let's go with this mystical answer. Trust me, boy, the coppers ain't coming here tonight. Okay, so it doesn't matter what I say. And what makes you think you can talk to an adult like that? Maybe they should have had you working in the mines too, instead of lazing around this big house. Maybe you would have learned a thing or two about respecting your elders. Don't talk to my son like that. Don't talk to me like that, woman. I call the shots. Now get out, unless you want to go up in flames with all your precious jewels and expensive dresses. You're lucky I'm even letting you leave. Whatever you're seeing now isn't the full story. There's more to this than just the mine collapse. Am I supposed to be you? I want to go. I want to get out of here. But I don't want to go. I haven't packed up all my puppets. I haven't said bye to Eddie. I don't want to leave. Am I supposed to be you? It's okay, Charlie. You can make new ones. Even better than these. It's good for him. Shouldn't be playing with dolls anyway. You're gonna have to earn your keep just like the rest of us, boy. No more big inheritance for you. Mother and the mob are whisked away, leaving you behind in an empty room. As they depart, the front door stops pounding and opens into a beckoning white void. Before you have the chance to think, another door creaks open on what you thought was the ceiling. Oh, there's Wayne. This is quite the maze, isn't it? And absolutely crawling with these miserable little parasites. Bottom feeders. Talk. Hey man, what's up? Nope. You don't have to be afraid, not of me and not of the creature that's trapped you in this broken plane. As he approaches, the smell hits you. Sweating, suffocated flesh, with a tinge of saccharine and stomach-churning scent of decay. Shall we find the end of this little maze? Walk forward into a void. There's no need for you to run away from Wayne. You step past him and walk into the void. You're outside and it's night. A false moon looming massive in the painted sky. Wayne is gone. The night feels thick and warm. The insects lively, their call unnaturally tinny. Everything feels warped and wrong, like you're listening to a record fished from the bottom of a pond. Unless your eyes are playing tricks on you, the shadow in the corner keeps getting closer. It still has teeth. Hello, Kanika. You poor dear. I've been keeping track of you scuttling around like a tomcat. You've fallen hard for Miss Edwardine, haven't you? Whatever happened here must have happened after both the garden and the collapse. Who are you supposed to be? You tried to scare me, it's not working. Listen to the figure. Mystic. Back off, lady, I don't know you. And if you know what's good for you, you don't know me either. There's no need to be embarrassed. Your secret is safe with me. You know, I never did approve of what the Scarlets did to your family, and what it did to the two of you young'uns. Childhood sweethearts. Just think how lovely it would be if you could just be happy together. That's what you want, isn't it? So Edwardine and Charlie, yeah, no shit. Actually, all I want to do is get out of this place. Do you have any ideas? Don't talk about my family. And I don't need life advice from some old broad. I'm sure by now you've realized the young lady doesn't plan on leaving with you. But it's not for lack of desire, as you well know. It's Enoch. Even if you dragged her over the town limits, his hold over her would make sure neither of you were ever happy again. Just think of what happened to your poor mother and father. Do you want that to be the two of you? Something tells you that this secret tryst doesn't wind up working out. I remember reading about Enoch. He took over the mines after the collapse in 1918. Your parents were driven out of town after the collapse. That's what happened in the last room, isn't it? We would never be like them. We love each other. My mother just loved his money. As soon as it was gone, so was she. And then all he loved was booze. Me and Eddie aren't like that. The powers at work here are stronger than even your love could withstand. You need to break the bonds holding her here. Then you can both go free. No more misfortune. Not for you. Not for anyone else bold enough to step foot outside the holler. The witch mime's handing you something, though her hand is empty. Everything you need to know is on that map. You can identify some of the plants in this room. There's Jimson weed, monkshood, and that's either Queen Anne's lace or poison hemlock. All of them. Queen Anne's lace is not poisonous. I need to state that right here. Queen Anne's lace is very edible. It's part of the carrot species. What about the misfortune and stepping foot outside the holler? Is this town cursed? Oh, an item to quest for when I get out of here. Breaking bonds requiring a map sounds like a quest. I don't understand. Is this a map? Some kind of poem? That's where you'll find them. You need her there, and be careful. Good luck to both of you. I hope you get your happiness. And then she's gone. It's trying to get rid of me. It'll have to try harder. Of course I'm talking. Are you Sam Wayne, or are you something else? Why are you following me? What the hell is going on? I thought you wanted me to stay at the estate, where it's safe. Now you want me to go piece together a mystery. What changed? The body that stands before you is Sam Wayne. Clearly, you need protecting. I'm just looking out for you. Events have started that cannot be stopped. What are you? I'm a friend. You continue forward through the uncanny underbrush. Ooh. Once again, you find yourself separated and alone. A long wooden corridor stands before you, littered with bottles and rails. This is freaking me out. A figure rises to attention, blocking your way. I'm afraid he doesn't have long. If there's anything you need to say to him, I'd say it now. As the caretaker is swept away, the room pulls itself to you, and you find yourself looming over a deathbed. The father lies in its center, looking pitifully small. I'm sorry, boy. I let my troubles drive your mama away. And sorry, those troubles mean I'm leaving you all alone now. You must be Charles Shaw. You're getting what you deserve. Damn it, Junior, how many times do I have to tell you? I tried to stop it from happening, but that damn snake Enoch went behind my back. So there's Enoch again. So you're saying Enoch was the one responsible for the collapse, and yeah, no shit. People really need to learn how to let things go. Not for that, for what you did to our family. We could have just started over someplace new, but instead you became the son of a bitch the Scarlets made you out to be. You're right. I've been using that excuse for far too many years. At a certain point, a man has to accept that he's dug his own grave. They may have run me out, but they didn't put the bottle in my hand. Still. They destroyed our legacy, boy. Both our names are cursed with that history. I'll be dead and gone soon, but I won't be able to rest. Not until our name is cleared. Not until you can pass on this name with pride. This is my only request, Charlie. Go back there. Tell people the truth. Try to find proof. I don't know what you'll have to do, but please. I know I ain't been the best father, but I'm no murderer. I'm guessing this request didn't really pan out. If the Scarlets were exposed for the collapse, Tabitha and I probably wouldn't be around. Is that why you were getting close to Edwardine in the garden? I don't know, maybe you are a murderer. It seems to me like you killed yourself. Alright, Dad, I won't let you down. I'll see what I can do. Get some sleep. I'll see you in the morning. Damn it, boy, I may not have till the morning. Promise me. Promise you'll go back and at very least show that Enoch bastard what for. I promise. Ooh. You watch as the father's body seizes and falls through the sheets, taking the rattling pile of bottles with him. Such theatrics. What a waste of time. Why force you to see any of this? People always think their own experiences are so important. But what does any of it matter? Talk. Are my friends dead? They're alive. I'm not sure if they'll stay that way. Do you know what it's trying to tell me? Yes, and it's trivial. Don't worry yourself with it. Let's move on. You move back to the bed to quietly leave through the hole the father left behind and crawl through. Oh, hello. You find yourself pressed uncomfortably against a trellis. A small castle sits off to one side of the wall, and the bars of a prison loom over both all of it and all of you. Climbing up the trellis again. How very Romeo and Juliet of you. No need to run off. I won't tell the old man. Though you've gotten sloppy, you should try to be more careful if you don't want him putting you in an early grave. What the hell is the entity? Are the bars you're behind metaphorical, or are they real? Who are you? Are you one of Eddie's brothers? I thought they were dead. No, not one of her brothers. I'm a prisoner. Another victim of the Scarlet's lies. Like you, Charles Shaw. The castle, the Goat Knight, the Unicorn are likely the estate. Charles Jr. and Edwardine, respectively. But that sheds little light on whoever or whatever lurks behind those bars. There's a goat and a unicorn again. Charlie and Eddie. But you're someone else entirely, aren't you? Is this what's in the Forbidden Wing? Holy shit, my family's been keeping people locked up. I'm not him. Charles was my father. I'm Charlie. A mere generation makes no difference. His blood runs through your veins, does it not? And now it runs in hers. Oh? Yes, it seems your little tryst bore fruit. Ooh! And oh, will you ever be in trouble when the old man finds out? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How do you know who are you? You know you don't have to keep dangling there. Come inside. You'll be able to hear me through the door just fine. The world around you swirls, and you find yourself pulled to the other side of the wall. A door bound by countless locks and chains pulsates before you. This is definitely supposed to be the estate, but how much of this scene is real, and how much is a broken metaphor? Is there really something? Yeah, it's definitely in the place that she told me not to go in. Do you want me to let you out? There are many locks. I can't free you if that's what you're after. That's not what I invited you in for. I couldn't escape even with your help. I merely wanted to offer a warning. Leave town now. You're starting to sound like me. You can't tell me what to do. I've been trying to. I'm stuck here, same as you. Absolutely not. I'm not leaving without her, especially if what you say is true. You can't take her with you. It's not possible. You can always stay and die. But if I were you, I would use my healthy legs to run far away from Scarlet Hollow as possible. I hear the beaches are nice. Why don't you make a permanent vacation there? I'm guessing Charlie doesn't do that. You're wrong. I know it's possible. I have that weird map. I have the spell or whatever it is. Me and her are gonna get out of here. Ah, you've been talking to the witch then. How very interesting. Uh-oh. Charlie, get away from the door. Don't listen to it. Eddie, what the hell is going on here? Eddie, are you pregnant? How does it know that? Oh, bye, Stella. Interesting interpretation. Talk. Tell me what's going on. The Resonant is doing enough of that. It's given you all the important details. There's not much more to be said. I get the feeling we're nearly at the end of this little maze. Stay close. I try, but you keep vanishing, my guy. Oh, I hit the wrong thing. Wayne disappears into the dark corridor. You follow close behind. Oh, hello again. Teeth. For the first time, you and Wayne enter a room unseparated. The two of you finding yourselves huddled under a large table. The lover stares through you as indecipherable murmurs and shuffling feet echo from the ends of the table. They're so lovely. Are you sure I can keep one? You must have worked very hard on them. I guess we're kids now. Of course, it's a present. When you look at it, you can remember all the fun we've had. Just let this scene play out. There's no use trying to communicate, either with the Resonant or your little friends. Ooh, that face. I'll try to keep it away from my brother so he doesn't smash it, though I wish I could make it move like you can. And you can even do the voices. You know, you could probably make real money out of, if you put a show on, words. You know, you could probably make real money if you put a show on for people. I'm just talking because I'm scared. It makes it easier to cope. If we're nearing the end of this thing, do we have a plan yet? You can't tell me what to do, Wayne. I'll talk as much as I want. I want to console my friend. Oh, I made the thing disappear. That's the plan. I want to be a traveling performer. Why don't you come with me? We can go from town to town putting on shows for other kids. Please don't engage with that while I try to find another door. A traveling show. But you'd want me to be there too. Oh, could we go to towns along the beach? I've heard the Outer Banks are the most beautiful place in the world. I wish I could go back to a time whenever this was and tell them everything I know. Again, with the beach. As if it would do any good. Thank you, Charlie. I've always wanted to see the ocean. Everything crashes to a thunderous black before you, or Wayne can get another word. Oh, hello. A single spotlight remains, illuminating a trapdoor at the center of the stage. You feel drawn to it. It opens. You feel a shove from behind and tumble through the hatch. There it is again. It took some digging, but it's still there. The map was right. That means there's hope, Eddie. Whatever it is Enoch did, we can undo it. Oh no. We can be happy together. Eddie? And there's the thunk. Oh no. Wayne is gone once again. There's nothing here but you and the howling void. Do you repent? Do you repent for your crimes? For the first time tonight, you recognize the names of your companions. Does this mean the Resonant has grown weaker? Or is it yet another part of its act? Are you talking to me? She's not here, but my cousin Tabitha's the one you want. I haven't stepped foot in this town before a couple days ago. Why should I? I'm not responsible for any of this. I'm sorry you died. You must answer for the crimes committed by your scarlet blood. Until you do, I cannot die. Oh God. I want to die, please. I have been alone in the dark for so long. All I ask is for some of your years, no, to pay for the years that were taken from me. My life was stolen from me. I want some of yours. It's only fair. The sins of the father are to be laid upon the children. Forfeit your years and I will finally leave. You're on trial here, aren't you? Advocate for yourself. You can't actually make me do anything, can you? I'm advocating for myself. If you're putting me on trial, you need to give me a chance to present my case. Hear me out, Spirit, before you readily pass judgment. Your plea is met with silence. But silence isn't judgment. Keep talking. For all your focus on the collapse and your death, have you forgotten about Eddie's pregnancy? I'm not just a Scarlet, I might be a Shaw. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge? Or do you want justice? You don't need anything from me to move on. Whether you realize it or not, nobody is keeping you here but you. I can't give you closure. The memories you showed me were rife with overblown metaphor and exaggeration. How can you possibly pass judgment on me if you're no longer anchored to reality? You were told to leave. Repeatedly. You knew the risks and chose to stay anyway. Why should the sins of our forefathers be passed on to me? Were Charles Shaw's sins passed on to you? I'm torn. You don't need anything from me is intriguing. And this one. More silence. Keep going. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? You don't need anything from me. Whether you realize it or not, nobody's keeping you here. I can't give you closure. The fresh tension bubbles in the air. You're almost out of this. You're losing sight of things. Do you want revenge or do you want justice? I can help actually right the wrongs of your past, but only if you let me go. The jury box is pulled away as you are brought face to face with the spirit. It's time for your closing argument. Screw your family. Screw my family. Why are we letting the choices made by our fathers destroy our lives too? Don't become in death what you hated so much in life. You don't need to take anything from me. You've kept yourself as a prisoner here, like you kept all of us. All you have to do is let go. After all these years, someone has finally heard you. I'm going to find out the truth of what happened to you and Eddie and your child, Charlie. You can finally rest, because your burdens are now mine. Ooh, I like that one. I really like that one. Silence. Oh. And then everything fades to black. You come to an abasement, a mound of packed dirt in front of you. Your friends are nowhere to be seen, but Wayne lurks by the stairwell, as though he's been patiently waiting for you to wake up. There you are, and it looks like you're all in one piece. Sybil pauses mid-sentence as she notices Wayne from the corner of her eyes. Come with me, dear. Let's get you home. This was a close call. Make sure nothing happens to her, or there'll be hell to pay. He practically hisses the words. You quietly walk towards the stairs. Sybil lends you her arm as she gently guides you out of the library. You're outside. It's real this time. A cool autumn breeze blowing small piles of dried leaves across the steps of the library. I'm gonna peace out. Back-to-back encounters with my own mortality. I've got a lot to ponder. See you, Rosalina. See you, Alexis. Zane walks off down the road. How are we supposed to know it would be like that? Things have been strange around town, sweetie. Now's not the time to be poking around in the supernatural. I thought you learned that lesson yesterday. But magic isn't real. I mean, it's not supposed to be. God, that hurt. Everything is so sore. My bones were meant to bend like that. I'm gonna be hurting for a couple days at least. And poor Rosalina. I'll make sure to bring them both some tea later. I think I have just the thing. Mom, this is no time for tea. Jesus, the girl lost a leg. She needs real medication. Real medication comes from natural ingredients, doesn't it? What I have to offer is no different than what Dr. Kelly would prescribe. And besides, after all you've seen, are you really so sure you have that much of a grasp on real and unreal? Cosmo, is it really gone? This house is clean. I want to say that just for the reference. I love it. Yeah, it's over. It was a bit of a Hail Mary, but yeah, it's gone. I didn't have to sacrifice anything. I just saved all of your skins through the power of my master debate skills. I'm just happy I could help. All that matters is that Rosalina can go back to sleeping in her own home. It's too funny. Say the line. I just got a Steam achievement. I witnessed it myself. Cosmo convinced the spirit to move on from this world, and it did. That's amazing. Wow. I guess I owe you one. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to make it up to you. To think that ghosts are actually real. Stella's got to be over the moon right now. Actually, wait, where is Stella? Oh, she's just standing there. By herself. That's not like her. Is she okay? Hey, Stella, want to hang out with the rest of the class? I'm gonna go talk to Stella. You walk over to Stella. Oh, hey, Cosmo. You okay? I'm here if you need me. There's another one of those carvings. Your channel's gonna go wild for that stuff. I'm sorry I couldn't get you out of there sooner. Sorry, I can't talk right now. See you later. Oh, no, come back. What is she? I don't think she's still possessed. She took the brunt of things in there. No wonder she's having a hard time. Should we go after her? She doesn't seem okay. Should we go after her? I agree. I think she needs some time to herself. Stella's never been the kind to share her burdens, and I doubt that'll change just because somebody goes chasing after her. If anything, it'd just make her clam up even more. She's a strong girl. She'll be okay. I'm honestly surprised she and Zane are the only ones heading out right now. You've all been through something awful. Each and every one of you needs rest. Especially you, Kanika. I don't want that cold of yours to get any worse. There was another carving in there. It kept giving me visions. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Were you all conscious the whole time? Everyone glances at each other. Yeah. It was awful. Kind of fun, too, but mostly awful. I'm pretty sure we remember everything. At least up until that guy showed up and snapped us out of it. Wayne. He's been following Cosmo around. What did he say to you? We don't need to trouble Cosmo for the details. No one pay any mind to that man. He's just a drifter. He'll be gone soon enough. In the meantime, steer clear and he won't make trouble. I can't believe I let Rosalina go in there. How could I have been so careless? After everything she went through the last day, how could I have let this happen? You couldn't have known what was going to happen, Oscar. None of us could have known. Don't blame yourself. You actually tried pretty hard to warn us about that thing, Oscar. None of us took you seriously enough. There was another carving in there. I'm going to say that first. I'd seen it before. I should have known it could get worse. I shouldn't have let Rosalina come in with us. Dad, what did I tell you? Stop blaming yourself. You couldn't have stopped me. If you tried, we were going to sneak in after you. Yeah, Rosalina was going to make us go in there no matter what. You didn't put a ghost in our house. It's not on you. I know you both had a difficult time of this, but the storm has passed and everything's worked out. Things will start getting better from here. Will they? It's a pretty weird coincidence, right? I wonder if those things are tied to everything supernatural that's been happening. Yeah, I wonder. One is a coincidence, but two of them back to back? And if you're right, and there's another one in the clinic... I'm sorry, I'm a little lost. You've been finding carvings around town, and they've been giving you visions? This is news to me, too. I'm sure everyone here could stand around theorizing about this and that all night long. There's plenty of time for that tomorrow. I spent a lot of time with Wayne in there. Okay, we're gonna... I guess I should probably head back. I should get going too. It's starting to get chilly out, and there's still work to get Rosalina set up for the night. Don't be a stranger, and let us know if you need anything, Oscar. I will. Thank you, all of you, again. I believe it's time for me to get my daughter home as well. But, Kanika dear, you haven't been feeling well. You need some rest. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow, Cosmo? I'm wired and I want to talk about stuff. If I manage to get out of bed, then yeah. You and me both. Kanika wearily treks back down to the general store. I'll be back in a moment to walk you home, dear. I just need to put the tea on and give your cousin a quick call. Oh, please don't. Sybil leaves you and catches up to her daughter. My whole body hurts, Mom. What was that? And I want a better answer than ghost. You'll be all right. Let me get you some of that special tea. It's been working well, don't you think? I think ibuprofen would be better, but I gotta admit, the tea has been nice. I'll put the kettle on as soon as we get home. I guess it's just the two of us now. Do you have any idea who you were? I could roughly place most of the others. What do you remember? Do you regret coming along tonight? That's a good question. Look, it was a horrible experience that will stick with me for the rest of my days. But it was also kind of amazing for that. I don't know if that makes sense, but how many other people can say they were possessed by a ghost? Do you have any idea who you were? None whatsoever. But I remember everything I said, and I remember that cold feeling. A prisoner of the Scarlets. I wonder what your family was up to back then. I guess we can add it to the ever-growing pile of mysteries. What do you remember? As far as I know, all of it. I might start forgetting soon, but for now, it's all fresh. The twisting wasn't the most pleasant, but even though I feel like I got tossed into a blender, it honestly made me feel so alive. I guess you finally got some shared trauma with everyone now. Avery chuckles, then grabs their ribs, wincing. Oh no. Yeah, I guess I do, huh? I know tonight was horrific, but it was also thrilling, and knowing we all went through it together, it makes it seem easier. There are people to commiserate with tomorrow morning when the soreness really starts to set in. Which reminds me, I better get back home. I'm supposed to have a shift tomorrow morning. I might have to call in sick, but here's hoping a good night's sleep is enough to heal up. Avery heads off, leaving the square in front of the library empty. Sybil returns not long after Avery leaves. It's time to get back to the estate. Oh god. Your cousin wasn't exactly thrilled to hear about what happened tonight, but I think I blunted her anger as much as I could. Shall we? I don't wanna... The night feels cold, the crunch of leaves between your feet, deafening the quiet wilderness. Let's stop here for a bit. These old bones need a moment to rest. There's ditchlings everywhere, yeah. Killed Charles Jr., but it feels like I'm only scratching the surface of things. What has my family done? Is that what the spirit showed you? Your family built one of the most powerful coal empires in Appalachia. Those sort of things don't come without betrayal and bloodshed. These are all assumptions, of course. I'm just an old woman who enjoys her tea. And the Scarlet Empire is far older than these rattling bones. If you want the bloody details, I'm afraid you'll have to find them yourself. There are. I'm afraid that spirit you dealt with tonight was merely a symptom of the rot here, rather than its cause. People are unfortunately just going to have to get used to the sight of these things in the coming days. That's enough rest for me. Let's carry on for a bit. You and Sybil walk deeper into the woods. You're getting closer to the estate. One last rest and we'll get you home. What is Wayne? Like I said, he's just a man. We both know there's more to him than that. The smile briefly fades from her face. It's not exactly polite to share people's medical history. I may not have taken the Hippocratic Oath, but I still respect the privacy of others. That doesn't mean you should trust him, though. Be careful with that one. Are you a witch? Are you a good witch? Or a bad witch? She laughs, surprised by your question. I suppose some people might call me one, but I'm just an old woman who fancies herself a bit of a healer. What you call yourself isn't important. You're more powerful than you let on. Well, I do drink plenty of tea. I'm sorry, Cosmo. I completely forgot to send you home with some tonight. There's a stone carving of a goat's head and a pack of wolves in the basement. There was something similar in the mines last night, too. A circle of arms and chains. Both gave me visions. Was there now? That's quite an interesting development. Perhaps we can discuss these visions over tea. My grandmother had a special blend that supposedly helps with dreams and visions. I'll be sure to have some ready by tomorrow. Maybe it'll help us piece things together. I understood those visions perfectly well. I don't need any special tea. I want this special tea! As long as your grandmother's special blend tastes better than that chaga you gave me yesterday. You just believe me? Of course I did. These are strange times, Cosmo. None of us have the luxury to waste energy on doubt. I'm afraid this is your real home. It called you, didn't it? Otherwise, you never would have gotten on that bus. Nobody really leaves the holler. At least not forever. Call it a quirk of the town. No. Oh my god, you're right, aren't you? Oh my, you look absolutely horrified. I was just pulling your leg, dear. People leave town all the time. We just haven't been blessed with the most frequent public transportation. Thank you for patiently waiting with an old woman, Cosmo. I feel spry as a spring chicken. You and Sybil trek through the remainder of the woods and find yourselves on the outskirts of the estate. I'm just looking forward to continuing our chat tomorrow, once you've had some time to rest. Good luck handling Tabitha. I tried to soften her up over the phone, but there's only so much softening you can do with someone that prickly. Bless her heart. Get a good night's rest, Cosmo. You've earned it. Sybil heads back through the woods, leaving you alone to face Tabitha. Oh, joy. You open the door to the estate as quietly as you can, only to find your cousin anxiously pacing in the foyer. She's been waiting for you. I see you finally decided to drag your sorry ass back here. Chill! I don't even know what to say. I've told you so many times to stay out of trouble, to keep me posted about where you are, to come home in a timely manner. What's the point of saying it all again? Clearly you just don't care how your actions affect me, and I don't know how to make you care. Tabitha, I need to talk to you about some stuff. Look, a lot of scary stuff happened tonight. Just listen to me, okay? We need to talk. Lie, I'm really sorry. I mean it. Now's really not the time. Oscar's house was haunted by a ghost of Charles Shaw Jr., who was murdered by Edwardine Scarlet. I managed to convince the ghost to move on. Was there a gas leak in the library or something? Do you realize how ridiculous you sound right now? There were like 6 other people there and they all got possessed. They can corroborate everything I'm telling you. Didn't Sybil tell you about what happened? Why won't you believe me? Why won't you ever believe me? This whole song and dance is getting real old, Cosmo. You go out and see something supernatural, and I'm conveniently not around for, and then you come back crying about it as an excuse for abandoning me. I keep finding these weird stone carvings and having visions around them. There was one in the mines last night and another one in Oscar's house. Visions. Have you been having seizures? God, please stop running off on your own to places I can't find you. If you have health problems, you really need to be careful. You almost sound like you care. What if they're what's making all the supernatural stuff happen? They've been telling me a lot about our family. I think we've done terrible stuff, Tabitha. And all of it is probably in your imagination because they're hallucinations stemming from either gas or, I don't know, your own guilt and exhaustion. City folks love to self-flagellate. I have yet to see any evidence of the supernatural. I feel like this feels like a distraction from me being mad at you. Wayne followed me to Oscar's house. Do you think mentioning that awful man is supposed to garner sympathy from me or something? Who is him? Who is him? Who is he? So you know him. Did I ever say that? He's a creep from a bad time in my life, and I do my best not to think about him, which has become an increasingly difficult task. He's stalking me. I'm glad you see it that way. He's a creep, and if he tries to talk to you again, you should walk away. Are we done then? Great, I'm going to bed. Your cousin walks off, leaving you alone. You don't even notice yourself entering the guest room and falling into bed. Suddenly you're just there, buried under your family's musty covers. It's Wednesday night. Nearly half a week has passed since you first arrived in town, and a little over half a week remains until the bus comes to take you home. The spirit of Charles Shaw Jr. has been put to rest, but disaster still looms over the town of Scarlet Hollow. Still, tonight was a good night. You fall asleep with a gentle, well-earned smile on your face. Episode 4 awaits. We shall save. So, that brings us to the end of episode 3. A lot happened. This has kind of been action-packed the entire time, but oh my god. I was not expecting murder, mystery, and ghost trial. That was truly something. So yeah, after this, we only have one more episode left, and then we are just playing the waiting game until episode 5. Oh, I don't know where this goes from here. Like, this is just wild. I just dig this so much. The art was so cool. I love the visions being such a strong departure from the art style of the rest of the story. I just think it's so cool. I'm having a ball playing this, and I can't wait to see what happens next. If you like this kind of stuff, check out the guys. They're still streaming Danganronpa, and they do that periodically. I occasionally post other gaming videos of this nature. If you, like me, like the spooky stuff, I also do a horror react series where I react to analog horror things on YouTube. So far, I've done like The Walton Files and The Oldest View and a couple other things. So definitely give that a look if horror is your scene. We still do the podcast monthly. We usually talk about Dungeons and Dragons, other nerdy stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you like this video, and if you have any thoughts about the path that I'm doing, if you've played this game and you had other things happen to you, leave a comment, start a discussion, let me know, because I am so fascinated by this game. It's so cool. And we'll get back to you guys next time on episode 4. I'll see you later. Bye.